Guys, it's Jake from CJ Games here. Today, I'm going to be teaching you guys about how to use UIs inside of Roblox Studio. Let's get started. So to start off, I'm just going to click one of these. I'll go with classic base plate, but you can literally pick anything. What you're going to want to do is close toolbox. And if you want to, maybe open output. But I think all you really need is Explorer. You're going to go to Start of UI. And you're going to have to add in a screen UI. So this is basically like a little UI. And now what you can do is click the plus. Then there are like a bunch of items here. If you want a frame, like this, there's not that much to it, but like that's a UI you can add in. If you want maybe like some text that shows on the screen, I would do a text label. Maybe if you want the text to be a button, text button would be for you. As you see, you can kind of like click it, but we didn't insert a script to it yet, so I'll tell you guys about that later. So I'm gonna do something very simple, which is making a button open a frame. If you don't know how to do that, by the end of the video, you're gonna find out. So right now, we're going to insert a simple button. Then to change the text of the button, you're going to go down to properties. If you don't see these windows open, you're going to make sure that Explorer and properties are checked. So basically what we're going to want to do is go into properties and type in text. And then you can change it from button to whatever you want. I'm going to say open frame. Then I'm going to show you guys a little more about styling and how to make your UIs look a little bit better a little later in today's video. To start off, we're going to give this text button a frame. If you want, we can rename our stuff to like maybe open. It doesn't matter, this just makes it look a little cooler. Or this makes it easier for you to read when you're going through your game later. Then you can just make this huge frame. If you wanted to make like a shop or something, let's rename this, never mind actually, it's frame. This is perfect. So now what we're going to do is go here and type in visible. Make sure that's unchecked. Then on open, you're going to insert a script. And the script will be inside the description. If you want to type along with me, that's perfect. So you're going to type open, then you're going to say frame equals script.Parent.Frame, which basically means the script's parent is open, and open has frame inside of it. So script.Parent.Frame, and we're going to say local open equals script.Parent. So open is our script's parent. Okay? So then we're going to do is I'm going to type open mouse button one click, which basically means once you click open with your mouse on connect function, it connects a function. You're going to put like a little colon here. Then you're going to press the arrow there and you hit enter. So then you're going to say frame visible equals true. That makes the frame over here visible, just like that. Then that's pretty much it. So let's close the script and test our game. Press the open frame, click it, and then our frame should be open. Now if we wanted to make something to close this frame, here's what we'll do. So I'm going to get out of the testing and give this frame a text button. So let's go search for a text button right here. We're going to make the frame visible while we're editing this. So this is our text button right here. We're going to move it to the very side, just like this. And we're going to make the text, instead of button, we're going to make the text X. So it's kind of like exit. Now after that, what we're going to want to do is give our text button a script. Oh, whoops, we don't want a local script. want this to be a script. I want to say local close equals script.Parent. So to close it, it's script.Parent, that's the close. And even if you wanted, we could rename this to close, but you don't have to. Then local frame goes script.Parent.Parent.Frame. Script.Parent.Parent. I think that should be. The script.Parent is close. Closes parent is frame. So script.Parent.Parent. It's useful to check that sometimes, just in case you're getting kind of confused about this, but yeah. Then we're going to say close dot, now it's going to one click, colon connect, function. And basically the same thing, except frame dot visible equals false. Then we're going to close this and make sure the frame is invisible. And let's test our game. Okay, I've loaded into the game. Now if we press open frame, it opens the frame, and if we press the X, it closes the frame. Alright, great. Now we're going to press stop. And over here, when we close this, it looks a little more clean. Now that we've found out how to use these frames don't really look that good. Now, if you look at some other popular games, the frames do not look like that, and this just doesn't look that nice. So if you want to learn about styling, please watch till the end of this video, because I'm going to show you how to style in frames. So this open frame button, we're going to take this, and we're going to go down here, and we're going to type in color. If you see background color over here, you can just click that little box, then you can change all these colors. But what if you don't want just one color, you can press OK, and if you give open a UI gradient, it basically gives us a gradient. So to do this, you choose your first color by pressing this white box here. Maybe my first color should be a bright red. Press OK, and over here we're going to click this again, press the three dots, and color here, we're going to click that. Maybe the second one I want a light blue, then you can close this, and just like that, it changed the color. Now the open frame text looks very small, so to fix this, we press open, and we change the text field to true. That basically just made the text really bigger. Now if you want to customize this a little bit more, what we can do is change the font. Now there are like a bunch of fonts here to choose from. I personally like this the best, but you can always choose any font you want. Now for this, what I do is go into open, and you can add something called the UI corner, which gives it rounded edges. I personally like it a lot better. And if you want, you can change the corner radius, which changes how round you want it to be. Oh, whoops. But I'm perfectly fine with it just like this. And now, I'm going to do a time lapse of me customizing this frame.
When we open our eyes, my worries fade away, 'cause you gave me your heart in the light of day, in the light of day. And when we open our eyes, my worries fade away, 'cause you gave me your heart.
Now let's go into a game and play and see how this looks in game. Alright guys, I'm in a game. If you see here, if we press open frame here, it opens a frame that says this is cool text. You can close this, and that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in a future video. If you have anything else you want to learn inside of Studio, make sure to tell me in the comments. And also, we have a Discord server, so if you're interested in joining, link will be in the description. Bye.